2007 starts with a grim milestone in Iraq. The number of U.S. military men and women killed in the current conflict is now at more than 3,000. Today, one local group marked the somber news with a rally in St. Augustine and read the names of all Florida veterans killed in Iraq and Afghanistan. New at 5, Channel 4's Casey Black is live. She spoke with some of the members of this anti-war group. Casey?
Well, Mary, some of the protesters we talked to today say they want to see change in Iraq, and the best way they say they can accomplish that is to come out here to St. Augustine and hold a protest, though some of the people we talked to say they don't agree with their message.
I think we're doing tell them what it is.
Nearly 24 anti-war protesters paraded the streets of downtown St. Augustine. Their opposition to the war in Iraq was fueled by the announcement that the 3,000th American soldier died Thursday. This after a small arms fire broke out in Baghdad. Tom Santoni says Americans were told lies about the war in Iraq from the very beginning.
And the money that's being spent that could go to humanitarian causes.
Santoni says the only way to push for change is to get involved.
People can decide the course of history, and it has proven to be so the world over. But if we don't get involved, then the politicians and the corporations will have it their way.
And not everyone agreed with the protesters' message. Some people took issue with what was said today.
Whatever it takes. If you got to pick up a gun, you got to fire. If you got to pull a trigger, you got to pull a trigger.
Captain Robert Bates, a retired merchant marine, says if it wasn't for those who fought and died defending our nation, perhaps these protesters wouldn't have the opportunity to let their voices be heard.
I'm so glad to be in a country where we can have these demonstrations, and people of any persuasion who have any kind of thoughts and want to make their thoughts known have the ability to do that.
And today, President Bush commented on the latest death in Iraq, saying, quote, he will ensure that their sacrifice was not made in vain. Reporting in St. Augustine, Casey Black, Channel 4, the local station.